two reasons. They used a two-pronged test stating that both of McCain's parents were citizens, and he was born in the zone of Panama Canal, which was an American territory. Obama failed both tests. A, because his father was never a U.S. citizen. He came here on a student visa from Kenya, which was a British colony. He had British citizenship, and according to British Nationality Act of 1948, Obama inherited British citizenship at birth. And when you look at this term...
Well, let's stop right here. Wait. Let me stop you right here. There is a clause in America that permits the children of illegal aliens, even though his mother was a natural citizen. In other words, even a child born to an illegal alien is an American citizen. You're saying he wasn't even born on American soil is your contention, correct?
Well, there is a difference. That's according to 14th Amendment, and that is something that specifies citizenship, just regular citizenship. And you're right on that. But in order to be the President of the United States, it's not enough to be just a citizen. You have to be a natural-born citizen. And a lot of people believe that natural-born it means only born in the country. No, that's native-born. Native-born is one who is born in the country. Natural-born citizen is one who is born in the country to two parents that are citizens of that country. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Well, let's pause right here. But isn't the bigger issue that he acts as though he is not an American citizen in terms of his disloyalty to this country, that almost every act seems to be an act in favor of some other country? Witness his last tour apologizing for America, the greatest country in the history of the world. Why would he go to the king of Saudi Arabia and bow down to him and receive a gold necklace as though he was a cheap rap artist? I think many of these things are troubling, as well as his politics, which are extremely communistic to anyone who understands history. But Dr. Taitz, you are a doctor. I understand also you're a second-degree black belt. You're a mother of 3 boys who speaks 5 languages. I understand all of this. You're an intelligent, educated woman who came from the Soviet Union. Do you know that almost 30 million Americans are on antidepressants? Do you understand we have a nation of drug addicts who don't know and don't care what's going on around them?
Well, that might be true. However, according to latest AOL poll, 85% of Americans, Obama was never vetted, that he needs to be vetted, and he needs to disclose his records. So that's very encouraging.
Wait, so you're saying a Wall Street Journal poll? I didn't catch that. Did you say Wall Street Journal poll?
No, America Online poll. And very large poll. I believe it was 100,000 people that they polled. It was a very large poll, and they found that 85% of Americans feel that he needs to disclose his vital records. So I feel very encouraged.
All right, so the hacks who work for him and the drug addicts who front for him, the performers and the clowns, say that the birth notice in the newspaper is sufficient. You and I both know that's rubbish.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, I'm not sure how much your listeners know, but in Hawaii, there are 4 different types of birth certificates. One is a proper birth certificate from the hospital. They also have a birth certificate that can be obtained based on a statement of one relative only, without any corroborating evidence from any hospital. And I suspect that was the birth certificate that Obama got, and that's why he's refusing to sign a consent form and release the original birth certificate from Hawaii, because it will show that it was obtained based on a statement of one relative only, who simply, probably the mother or the grandmother, who didn't want to bother with going through immigration, with paying immigration lawyer.
I understand. Now, Dr. Taitz, you're an Israeli citizen, so people could argue that your whole reason for doing this is because Obama is pro-Arab and anti-Israel. Now, I don't agree with that, because my good friend Joe Farah has been on this almost alone for 11 months, and I know you and he know each other. And I had a Philip Berg on this show a year and a half ago on this issue. Do you know who Philip Berg is?
Oh, I definitely know.
No, okay. No, what I'm saying is one of the reasons that the media will pick you to talk with you is because to them they think you're going to be an easy target, in that you're an Israeli citizen and they can make mincemeat out of you because you're so far away. The reason they won't pick on a Philip Berg is because he's a Democrat. He's always been a Democrat, and he's a former assistant attorney general for the state of Pennsylvania. So there are many people who are starting to ask the same question. So let's cut to the bottom line here. Let's say it's proven that Obama is not an American citizen. What happens then?
Well, first of all, I'd like to qualify. He can be citizen, but not natural-born citizen, meaning that either one of his parents is not a citizen or he was not born in the country or both. If that is the case, then according to the 20th Amendment and requirements of quo warrantor, he needs to be removed from office immediately. He does not even qualify for impeachment. And in this situation, Biden does not become a president for 3.5 years. He becomes only a pro tempore president for a couple of months until a new election is scheduled. That's it.
Dr. Taitz, I have followed this from the outside and not gotten involved because some very good people have been following it. It's not my issue. It's your issue. It's Joe Farah's issue. But, you know, when Obama was running for office, I said on this program repeatedly that this unknown senator from Chicago's wards would not even pass an FBI background exam to become an FBI agent. Obama could not pass an exam to become a Secret Service agent because of his past associations with some dangerous people. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. He wouldn't be hired to be a janitor.
Jump to the janitor. But listen to the issue, though. I think that you ought to remember this, Orly, because they're going to keep hammering you. And you ought to say, are you aware that Obama could not have passed a Secret Service background test to become a guard to his own office? Meaning he couldn't become a Secret Service agent because of his associations with Bill Ayers. That alone would have disqualified him.
By the way, if I may just mention one thing, the reason most of the media is attacking me because I ended up being a leader of this movement because I have 170 plaintiffs that signed up to be my plaintiffs. I actually already had one win where I filed a case in the state of Georgia on behalf of Major Cook, who stated, I will not deploy to Afghanistan until Obama his vital records. And military has folded. Military simply revoked his orders to go to Afghanistan, which showed the whole nation that they have no cards to play, that Obama has absolutely nothing, because if he would have been legitimate, the U.S. military would not be revoking the orders of a high-ranked officer to go to Afghanistan.
All right, Dr. Taitz, let me ask you this. The average person listening to this show may or may not be aware of this issue of, is Obama an American citizen? You don't believe he is. What can they do to get to the truth of this matter?
Well, if you are a member of the military, and specifically if you are somebody who got orders to deploy, if you were injured in Afghanistan or Iraq, if you lost a loved one, anything that happened after January the 20th, when Obama took office, you have standing. And you can call me. My number is 949-683-5411, 949-683-5411, and you can be an additional plaintiff. You can go.
Wait. Where is that phone number? Here, it's here in the U.S., correct?
Yeah, I'm here visiting actually for a few hours, and as a matter of fact, we will be going back to the Soviet Union. My parents are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, and I promised them that I will take them back to the old country. And my sons are here with me, and so are my parents. We'll be going to the airport at 3 o'clock. Now it's 2 o'clock, so in an hour we're going to go to the airport.
Where are you in America? Which state are you in right now?
Well, right now, actually, I'm in Tel Aviv en route to Kishinev, but...
I'm sorry, you're in Israel. Okay, so it's tomorrow in the middle of the night. I got it. By the way, where is Kishinev? It's in the Republic of Moldova. Where exactly, where is it in relationship to, let us say, Poland?
It's very close, very close.
Well, it must be very, very interesting for you to go back to a land that was under the tyranny of communism for so many decades, and a land that is now seems to be turning back in some ways to this tyranny. And here you are from a former communist regime trying your best to blow the whistle on what's going on in America, because you see what is happening in this country, repeating history in terms of it becoming much like your former homeland, step by step, day by day, and you believe Obama is this stealth character leading us into that darkness.
Absolutely. You know, there is another thing that your listeners can do. They can lobby their congressmen and senators, just form small groups or large groups. Now in August, all of them are in their home districts. Go there, demand meetings, and demand that they bring this issue to the Judicial Committee hearings. Do you know that any Judicial Committee of any state, any state House of Representatives, any state
Interesting.
Senate,
well, Dr. Taitz, I wish you great luck. Congratulations on your parents' anniversary, and I have one note of advice. When you come to Washington, do not go jogging in Marcy Park.